All right. Hello and welcome to Morrowind. We're gonna do a modded playthrough of this fantastic game. I don't take any credit to any of the mods or even how to install them. I got them all from a guide on Nexus Mods that I will be linking in the description. It seems to be working out really well. I'm just gonna do a quick little intro here from what to expect out of this. So we have a lot of texture mods, mainly. A bunch of stuff that will change the gameplay as well, but we do not have anything. I don't think we have really anything that will expand the world all that much. We don't have Morrowind Rebirth or Tamriel Rebuilt. So we will mainly just be the base game with a little bit of addition to the gameplay and a lot of texture mods. And I will do a lot of reading, really. I mean, this is Morrowind. If you're not familiar with this game, there's a lot of reading. And sometimes I will just find like books or stuff that I just find interesting, and I will stop to read them. I am also not a native English speaker, but I will try to persevere to the best of my ability to try to do it well. I will. I'm also not much of a role player. I will try to make the character in a way that I want to have the character, but like when we go along, the character may end up changing a little bit. I am, however, gonna do a character that I haven't done before, and that I haven't really seen people do much on YouTube Let's Plays, at least, because usually the people go for mages or something, and we're gonna go the opposite route. Anyway, let's just start.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
I should have also mentioned that I've never beaten this game. I've never gone all the way through this game. I played it like when it was new. I played a lot of Morrowind, so but I never really got that far. But this time I hope that we can go all the way through. So our character is gonna be named Yazgash, however you want to pronounce it. I'm probably gonna pronounce it differently every time.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Hopefully they will. Hopefully.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Where do you get off? Yeah, okay. That's it. Hey. The skulls on the boat. Maybe you should clean those out. I don't know. Yeah.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Okay.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Seidanin.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
We are an orc. We're an orc female. So, yes, Gash will look like that. Yeah. So the specials for orcs are resist magic at 25% and berserk. Fortify health, fatigue, attack, and drain agility. Okay.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release. Head on in.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
So here we can generate a class by answering his questions, or just give him the information. Oh yeah, pick from a class list. The club, no. I'm just gonna spare you all of that and just fill it out ourselves. We're gonna have the specialization in combat. We're gonna be favorite attributes is gonna be strength and endurance. So major skills: block, armor, not blunt weapons, but long blade. Long blade is typically a really good one to have, especially in the beginning, because they're usually really easy to find and everything. So we're gonna go with that as our main. Having both, I'm not sure about having both medium and heavy armor as the major skill though. Maybe we should. Maybe we should pick something. So if you pick, for example, athletics or even better, acrobatics as your main skills, that will make you level up quite fast, if I remember correctly, because they are easier to level. I think we definitely want to have access. I'm not sure about blunt weapons. Spears we're definitely not gonna have. We're gonna have athletics there in the minor skills. Maybe we should have acrobatics too, just to be a bit more agile. So here we have the those things. I think I want to change the medium armor there and have a main skill in, because she is an armorer. I think, honestly, security, like lock picking, seems like a fairly reasonable thing to take if she's good with like creating armors and or repairing. Really, is what they'll do in this game. Mercantile is not bad either. Like if you're an armorer, you should probably be pretty good at selling and buying stuff. From a gameplay perspective, restoration or alchemy would obviously be really good to have somewhere, at least, just to get get some healing. maybe we should have... No, I want to have a heavy armor there, but we have... Yeah, I think I'm gonna change that to mercantile. Because we're not gonna have... also out of a gameplay perspective, we're not gonna have restoration or alchemy in our major or minor skills. I mean, we can level them up anyway, but because we're not gonna have any of that, we're not gonna have a really good way of getting healing in the beginning. So having mercantile as our major skill will at least make it possible for us to sell and buy stuff at a better prices is at least my thinking there. And we want to pick medium armor there. We have axe and we don't want blunt weapons, I don't think. So instead of blunt weapons, what could we do? Maybe security? Honestly, I think that makes sense. Yaskash is not a thieving person. She will not use lockpicking to rob places or anything. Let's just see here if I have actually covered everything I want. Because in that case I can take... Yeah. It would be kind of reasonable to take marksman as well, but I'm not really sure how. Or maybe speechcraft just to further the mercantile a bit more. I think we're gonna do security. I think it makes sense with the like background of being an armorer as a major skill. We're gonna do that, and what are we gonna name this this class? Like a... let's just call it a like a blacksmith build, I guess. I don't know. That's fine.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
It really doesn't matter what name you pick, to be honest. Here I think, like, I think the lady and what is it? Is it the tower that pretty much everyone uses? I'm gonna go with the warrior because that makes sense out of
Interesting.
the character
Before
perspective.
I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
And now we get an overview of it. The blacksmith class. Hell yeah. Yaskash the orc female. All of our major skills there, minor skills. So if you're not familiar with Morrowind, obviously, like these are all the skills that are in the game, really, that you can use to level up with. The misc skills, though, does not. They do not count towards your level, I think. If I remember correctly, I don't think the misc skills count at all, so you can level those up as much as you want, and your character will never actually level up. And the leveling of the character is the kind of the important thing, because when you level up your character, that's when you level up the enemies around you as well, which can create problems when you when you're very new to a game like this, and like me being like 12 or 13 years old or something, picking acrobatics as my major skill and just putting my turbo controller on jumping over the night and having 100 in acrobatics when I wake up and everything just being leveled way past me after that. Yeah. So anyway, the major and the minor skills are the ones that you use to level up your actual character, and when your character levels up, that's when the surrounding gets harder to deal with as well, which is why you really want the your armor skills and whatnot to go up, and obviously your weapons and shit. Yeah, or destruction or whatever you want to use if you're a mage.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Okay. Read your papers, but yeah, okay. It was still used. That's fine. Yep.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Okay, sir. So Yaskash is not a thieving character. I will not go around stealing stuff. If we fight in caves and whatnot, of course I will take the shit that we find, but I will not go into someone's house and just steal shit. That's not this character. Books. I mean, books we can read if we want to, as long as we don't steal them. The Firmament by Flolke. Okay, so another thing, there's just so many names in this game that is really, really hard to know what they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna butcher names. The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. 3 of them are the major constellations, known as the Guardians. These are the warrior, the mage, and the thief. Each of the guardians protects its 3 charges from the 13th constellation, the Serpent. When the sun rises near one of the constellations, it is that constellation's season. Each constellation has a season of approximately 1 month. The Serpent has no season, for it moves about in the heavens, usually threatening one of the other constellations. The Warrior is the first Guardian constellation, and he protects his charges during their seasons. The constellation own season is last seed, when his strength is needed for the harvest. His chargers are the Lady, the Steed, and the Lord. Those born under the sign of the Warrior are skilled with weapons of all kinds, but prone to short temper. The Mage is a Guardian constellation whose season is Rain's Hand, when Magicka was first used by men. His charges are the Apprentice, the Golem, and the Ritual. Those born under the Mage have more Magicka and talent for all kinds of spellcasting, but are often arrogant and absent-minded. I think they also lack the ability to regain Magicka without using potions. If I remember correctly, if you pick the Mage, you get more Magicka overall, but you can't regain it by resting and stuff like that. The Thief is the last Guardian constellation, and her season is the darkest month of Evening Star. Her charges are the Lava, the Shadow, and the Tower. Those born under the sign of the Thief are no typical thieves. Though they take risks more often and only rarely come to harm, they will run out of luck eventually. However, and rarely, live, however, and rarely live as long as those born under other signs. The serpent wanders about in the sky and has no season. Though its motions are predictable to a degree, no characteristics are common to all who are born under the sign of the serpent. Those born under this sign are the most blessed and the most cursed. The lady is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is Hearthfire. Those born under the sign of the lady are kind and tolerant. The steed is one of the warrior's charges, and her season is mid-year. Those born under the sign of the steed are impatient and always hurrying from one place to another. The Lord's season is first seed, and he oversees all of Tamriel during the planting. Those born under the sign of the Lord are stronger and healthier than those born under other signs. The apprentice's season is the sun's height. Those born under the sign of the apprentice have a special affinity for magic of all kinds, but are more vulnerable to magic as well. The Atronach, often called the Golem, is one of the mage's charges. Its season is sun's dusk. Those born under this sign are natural sorcerers with deep reserves of magicka, but they cannot generate magicka on their own. Okay, so that's the one that I was talking about. Yeah, okay. The Atronach. The ritual is one of the mage's charges, and its season is Morning Star. Those born under this sign have a variety of abilities depending on the aspects of the moons and the divines. The Lover is one of the thief's charges, and her season is Sun's Dawn. Those born under the sign of the Lover are graceful and passionate. The Shadow season is second seed. The Shadow grants those born under her sign the ability to hide in shadows. The Tower is one of the thief's charges, and its season is Frostfall. Those born under the sign of the Tower have a knack for finding gold and can open locks of all kinds. Okay. So this is gonna be a slow playthrough. I really love the world of this game. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I love the stories and so much about this. So the pop-up that we had here told us that we should check this barrel. Wooden spoon, redware vase, and an engraved ring of healing. Ring once belonged to the Bosmer Fargoth of Seydanin. So I have one of the mods that I have adds like a little flavor text to a lot of the items. So like the text, modest vase fashioned from red clay and utilized both for practical and aesthetic purposes. That would not be in the base game, and the thing about Fargoth here is not gonna be on there either. I think, at least. Yeah. Here we have Yazgash. I like the new character models. They look quite a lot better than the original. Now we need to speak to the captain. Hello, Captain. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I'm Celes Gravius, but my background is not important, and I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Release identification has been removed from your... Yeah, okay. I'm kind of curious about your background, though. I'm Celes Gravius, Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. Okay, That was very deep of you. Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization, dear lord, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim the Seventh himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you're free. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. But who's the Emperor? Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Emperor works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Okay. So what are my duties? This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Casades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Casades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. So we get the directions and the package to him, and we got 87 gold. We're rich. Tell me a little secret. The Dark Elves say the tribunal defeated Mehrunes Dagon himself in battle at the height of their powers. So, why didn't Vivek use his grand powers while fighting the Empire? If he can't cause floods and hurl moons, as the stories say, why did he use just common troops and war strategies? Because they're just stories, that's why. Common sense, when you think about it. But the Dark Elves are a proud lot. You know how much their legends and superstitions mean to them. Okay.
What, stranger?
Thank you, Celis. This will probably be the last time that we see each other, but I appreciate your service here, and bugger off. I mean, goodbye, sir. Bye-bye. Alright, now we have our journal. My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Casades. To find out where he lives, I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius, I must give him a package of documents and wait for further orders. I'll give him a package, all right. Hello.
If your clothes are any indication, I take it you're a herder.
I'm not sure you should say that to a woman who is one head higher than yourself, Fargoth. Hey, come. Can you turn around so we can talk face to face? Or side face? That's fine. Are you the one the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. What about your ring? I swear one of the Guardians has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Check Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yes, I found it. Here, take it. You found it. Amazing. Thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll happily see you now. Hehe. We made someone happy. Chim chim. And we lost the ring. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit here. Let's... Let's do that. I'm probably gonna need this to be bigger. There you go. That's better. That's even more better. Okay, good. We have money. Hello? Idrel Rathrion. Think it'll rain later, Orc. Think it'll rain later, Orc? Best to make hay while the sun shines. Okay, but we're heading to Eril. Also, did I never picked up the dagger in the beginning. I forgot about it. We can go back there. That's fine. Hello, Eril. He has 77 in what is it called? Disposition. Welcome to Eril's trade house. I am Eril, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, feel free to newcomers, to new customers. Dear Lord, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or most popular scrolls? Let's hear about the potions. Cure common disease and cure poison potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchant and shy persons. Of course, Fortify Fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore Health and Restore Fatigue are perhaps our most popular items, and for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shine, Flynn, Masti, or Sujama. I want a little advice though. If we want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. No, I will not practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That a smuggler scum down in Adamasartru, for instance, the cave down near the silt stride of the platform. Okay. So the dialogues in this game is based off of hyperlinks, of course, but you also have like the saved things here on the side that you can ask about, which is like for this one it's only the things that are hyperlinked really, but for some other characters you will have like a bunch of stuff that you've asked other people about, but it's usually the hyperlinks that give you the interesting things. Practice your skills. Practice on creatures and outlaws and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine, and clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. Okay. Let's barter. Let's see if you have maybe a weapon that we can use. So he has a one-handed sword. There's a value 30. Do you have a shield to go with that? He does. He has a netch leather shield. Or a chitin shield. Oh, there, an iron. Let's see if we do that. I mean, I definitely want to go for the weapons that we have skills in, so long blade or an axe. I mean, an axe would work too. It's 1 to 18. A one-handed axe at 24 weight. The swords are just the swords are just way better in the beginning. There's 5 to 18 on the normal chop. And it weighs less. 4 to 9. Let's see if we can do that. So the total cost now is 51. Let's switch to here and see if we can we get a any piece of armor. They're a little bit expensive for us right now. The iron greaves we could take. So we have a cost of 90. So can we bring that down to say 80? Or maybe even 75 because his disposition is so good with us. No. Okay. 77? No. 80? Okay. That was all our gold.
Whatever you're looking
But
for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
At least now we have a weapon and a sword.
Well, what have we
And now
here?
we're ready to take on the world.